Hi, my name is Salah Minhas, and why I'm making this video is because of my immigration group, that is Australia PR 189, 190, and 491. So I'm categorically making this video for my clients, for the followers of the group who have sent me questions and who post regularly, and as well as on my comments that they want some queries to be answered. So this video is particularly and categorically for them. So I will go through some of the questions. I know there are a lot of questions coming in, but I will just go through few of them so you guys can have an idea of what is going on in the immigration circuit of Australian PR. Also, I would like to hide the names of the people who have sent the comments because of privacy reasons. So our first comment is, when will be the next 189 invitation round? Unfortunately, I have to tell you guys that I don't believe that there will be a 189 round because the department has already exceeded the number of invites for 189. That is approximately around 22,000 have been given. So I don't believe, or if there will be a 189 round, it will be a very minute, a very small round of only those categories which are very highly needed, such as doctors, nurses, teachers, etc. So, unfortunately, I don't believe there will be a 189 round. For the question 189 quota, as you can see, the total quota available is 16,900 for the 189, and they have already invited around 22,000 people. So I don't think so they will invite more. They've invited a lot of people now. So my second question is that if my EOI and ROI are submitted from an agent who is my relative, but I want to see if my profile has been added and the skill dashboard, then if I want to check my details, how can I do that? As my points are 105 and 491 for Victoria, but it has been more than 1.5 years and I still have not received an invite. I also have 190 for other states and my points are 95 and occupation is software engineer. These are really good points. So I just want to say that the agent is not, responding to you. What you can do is you can use your own email address. You can get your own skill outcome because the main things needed for an EOI are the skilled outcome, the skilled assessment, and the PT result. So what a client can do is they can make their own EOI because you can submit multiple EOIs. That is not an issue. And unfortunately, I have to say that because of the points, number of points you have, I believe that you must have gotten an invite by Victoria or any other state because these points are really good. So please get it done, get it checked again because you must have gotten an invite for this occupation, and if the company or the relative is not responding to you, you can log in at your own skill select account and make your own EOI. So you should do that. The next question is urgent. Hi, I want to submit 2 EOIs. Can you advise me how to do that? I have a draft EOI of my 190, but I don't know how to start another EOI for 189. Can you please advise? So EOI filing is relatively straightforward. You have to go to skill select account and submit a new EOI, start a new EOI. The first step is a basic sign up with your name and your date of birth, etc. and the EOI number is given to you. Then you can use that EOI number with the password which was submitted in the sign up, and you can use that as a login tool. And then in the subsequent step you can select, if you are selecting 189, 190, 491. I will just show you step by step how to go about it. For the EOI question, it is much more easier if you go to skill select website and you can go to the skill select, and from here you can start an EOI and go to submit an EOI, and through this actually you can go and submit a minimum of a few questions which are required, and then you can go to submitting a final EOI. Like if you go through this is an actual website. You can submit your family name, given name, your citizenship, etc., and everything. And then on the next page you can get your EOI number and then log in again using the number and the password set by you yourself on the next page, and then you can go through all the steps. So a lot of videos are available online for it. Our next question is, how can we apply for sponsored job? Unfortunately, this is a skilled migration program page and I cannot answer these questions because sponsored job visas are different, such as 186. So you can of course go to LinkedIn, Indeed, and find the employers and apply to them, but this page is not for sponsored jobs. How statistician as an occupation for PR? So yes, all the occupations are relatively good for PR if you have good points. The main criteria, your English language, your spouse points, and your number of years you have served. These are the really critical points which get you an invite. So I believe that statistics is also a good occupation. We will go through it in detail. So the next question is, chances for NSW 190 ICT business analyst at 90 points, and he filed in July and updated in November. At 90 points, ICT business analyst is a good occupation. It is good to go because NSW, Victoria, other states do give invites to business analyst. This occupation from amongst the IT occupations is really good if we compare it with ICT project manager. So I believe you should go with ICT business analyst. We will go through a detailed analysis just now. The next question is that, hi there, I want to ask, is there anyone who has applied for marketing officer for skill assessment? What are the chances of getting invitation with 85 points for regionals? Thank you. So, marketing specialist or marketing officer, I don't exactly know what you're talking about as a marketing officer, because marketing specialist is a different ANZO code. But if you're talking about marketing specialist, of course, marketing specialist is a good occupation to go. But 85 points for a 491, that is a regional, are a bit on the lower end. Try increasing your points with PT, NATI, or your spouse points. Or even if you can do your skill assessment, increase your points in occupation, etc., that would be good to go. But 85 points for a regional for marketing specialist are on the lower end. For the business analyst and the marketing officer question, you can go to the dashboard of Australian migration, which is the API dynamic dashboard. For the business analyst, you can go through to the API, or the marketing officer or specialist question, you can go to the API dynamic reports. This is the window of the API dynamic reports. You can go to it, but the good thing is that it can only, or the problematic thing I should say, it is that it can only be opened not from the mobile. It can only be opened from desktop. So you can go through it, and here you can select two options like from the menu. So we will go to as at month of January, and we can write occupations and points, and from that we can go and select how many of whatever the number of occupations you want, like ICT business analyst or marketing specialist. So let's select the marketing specialist data, marketing specialist. Okay, and we can see here that how many 190 have been submitted on how many points. You can see it very clearly that less than 20. Okay, less than 20 means anything from 0 to 19 or 0 to 19. Yes, because less than 20. So this is the way you can search how many UIs have been submitted, how many visas have been launched, and what is the invitation ratio. So as of the January of 2025. The last question is, hi, I hope you're doing well. Could you please share your experience on which occupation to select from civil engineer, civil and draft person, or quantity surveyor if is invited with lowest points in Victoria? So the question is that of the three occupations, which is the best? So I believe quantity surveyor is of course the best occupation to go about it, and then it is civil draft person as well as civil engineer. And if you can do construction project manager, that would be also good to go. With lowest points, quantity surveyors are getting very low points for 190, 491. Exact points I'll be sharing, and of course for civil engineering draft person also. So I believe you can go through all these occupations if you have the experience and the English language score. So this was some of the questions which were posted on the immigration group, and I believe I have answered them correctly and honestly. If you have any more questions, you can post in the group and you can tag me, because there are a lot of questions coming in, and I do not, go through each of them and do not have time to cater all of them. If you have any queries, you can also inbox me. But I believe that posting in the group will help others also. So thank you so much. It's Salah Minhas, and I am here to help everyone. Take care. Bye.